In this digital era, fan-created memes have slowly become an integral part of how fans engage with movies and pop culture. These memes represent a collective form of commentary, which serves as an avenue to express their creativity, share jokes with each other, and reshape narratives. Whether it's a single line of dialogue, a facial expression, or even a poorly executed scene, can become a potential meme content.
Look at little Goblin Jr. Gonna cry?
Oh, don't cry, are you?
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
Tobey Maguire is a humorous nickname given to the darker, more arrogant version of Peter Parker in Spider-Man 3, the final movie in Sam Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy. This emo persona appears when Peter is influenced by the Venom symbiote, leading to the infamous dark transformation, which involves a slick back hair, exaggerated confidence, and some cheesy dance moves. Some common elements in the meme include replacing characters in other movies with Tobey Maguire, adding funny dialogue or music to make the scenes even more over the top.
Name something that gives you the chills.
My back!
Sam Raimi's Spider-Man trilogy is one of the most well-regarded superhero movie catalog, with a strong cast of Tobey Maguire, Kristen Dunst, James Franco, and Willem Dafoe, leading the whole campaign to success.
You know how much I sacrificed?
The iconic trilogy has given birth to many memes and pop culture references that is still keeping the legacy of the movie alive and kicking. Apart from Tobey Maguire, we also have this iconic line by Norman Osborn: "I'm something of a scientist myself."
I'm something of a scientist myself.
Norman in this scene is trying to connect with Peter Parker by casually referencing his own scientific background, but the phrasing feels so needless. We also have "with great power comes great responsibility," which was coined by Peter Parker's uncle, Ben Parker.
With great power
comes great big booty bitch.
The Tobey Maguire face of Peter Parker is caused by Venom symbiote that arrived on Earth and landed in a park where Peter and his girlfriend were having a romantic date. The symbiote was able to crawl onto Peter's bike without his knowledge.
And sometimes these things in nature, when they bind, they can be hard to unbind.
The symbiote stayed dormant for a while until it was awakened after Peter's life goes down the drain. The man was having serious issues in his serious relationship.
I don't want to see you anymore.
His job was at stake, and his best friend from high school wanted to kill him, which was quite understandable because Harry Osborn thought Peter was the one who killed his dad, Norman Osborn, the original Green Goblin. One night while Peter was asleep wearing his Spider-Man suit, the symbiote bonds with him. This fusion turns his suit black and enhances his powers, including his strength, agility, and aggression.
This is something else.
In the beginning, Peter saw the symbiote attachment as an upgrade, but with time, the symbiote gradually exposed its true nature by amplifying Peter's worst tendencies and undermining his moral compass.
I'm gonna put some dirt in your eye.
The Peter Parker who was typically humble and selfless begins to exhibit arrogance and overconfidence. This change is particularly symbolized by the transformation of his Spider-Man suit from its traditional red and blue design to an all-black type shape. While the new suit boosted his physical strength and agility, it also feeds on Peter's dark emotion, increasing his anger, jealousy, and a strong sense of vengeance.
You're gonna kill me like you killed my father. I'm done trying to convince you.
This exaggerated display of confidence symbolizes how far Peter Parker has strayed from his authentic self. The symbiote's most visible effect is the way it pushes Peter to embrace violence and vengeance. A defining example of this occurs during his confrontation with Flint Marko, the Sandman. Consumed by the desire for revenge after learning of Flint's involvement in Uncle Ben's death, Peter unleashes his full strength and brutally takes down the Sandman without any remorse. This moment marks a significant departure from Spider-Man's usual restraint and compassion, highlighting how the symbiote has distorted his moral boundaries. His second fight with his best friend was also very brutal. In their first fight, Peter Parker was holding back the whole time and trying not to hurt his best friend, but after getting influenced by the symbiote, he goes for the jugular this time around, literally disfiguring his best friend in the end. At this point in time, Peter Parker was far gone. He started yelling at everyone. His landlord even got his share. Peter's treatment of his professional rival, Eddie Brock, became needlessly cruel. When Peter exposed Eddie's unethical behavior at the Daily Bulge, he does so not out of a sense of justice, but rather to disgrace and dominate Eddie. This vengeful act ultimately drives Eddie to bond with the symbiote, creating the monstrous venom and escalating the conflict to another level. In real life, people often face situations where power or success can amplify their flaws rather than their virtues. For example, newfound authority or wealth might lead someone to act selfishly, neglecting relationships or ethical consideration, more like how Peter Parker's arrogance isolates him from his loved ones. His eventual realization that the symbiote is corrupting him highlights the importance of self-awareness and taking responsibility for one's actions. The journey of Peter is a testament to the resilience of the human spirit and the capacity for personal growth. The symbiote initially makes Peter feel powerful and strong and much more confident, but he becomes dependent on it, leading to his downfall. The internet's love for Tobey Maguire largely comes from how unintentionally funny and over-the-top his transformation became. He was a nerd who wanted to act cool, and the results were just appalling. This dark and dramatic phase of Peter Parker resonated with audiences in a way that was often more comedic than serious. His finger guns, pelvic thrusts, and smug expressions during this sequence turned what was supposed to be a depiction of moral corruption into something entertaining. The combination of Tobey Maguire's earnest performance, the absurdity of Emo Peter's sequences, and the meme potential made this version of Peter a cultural icon in a way the filmmakers likely never anticipated.